Here's a brutal truth. The reason most people stay broke isn't money, it's identity. They keep calling themselves a victim, so life keeps treating them like one. Now let's get real for a minute. There are people out there who got dealt a really rough hand. They're stuck in situations that most of us couldn't even imagine. But here, crazy. Most of us have the same story running in our heads, whether our circumstances are good or bad. We've all been conditioned to think certain thoughts about money. And until we change those thoughts, we'll keep attracting the same financial results over and over again. So here's the psychology of money that broke people don't understand. When you see yourself as unlucky, broke, or powerless, you make subconscious choices that keep you there. Like, imagine this. You just got a huge tax bill. Now most people see this as pure evil, something to resent and complain about. Every bill feels like punishment instead of feedback. What's the result? You pay it, you stress, then you go back to living like a broke person until the next bill comes along and the cycle keeps repeating. Now, wealthy people flip the script. They ask, what's this teaching me? How can I use it to level up? Instead of why me? So when you hear yourself saying, why am I always the one who has to pay? Stop and ask, what can I control right now? See, when you shift from victim to victor, money flows. When you start taking responsibility for your money, it starts working for you. This might sound like a small shift, but it's really the difference between living a life of poverty and living a life of abundance. Because here's the thing, the victim mindset feels safe. It's comfortable. It's easy to be a victim. It's much harder to take the mental leap from thinking, why me, to asking, what can I control right now? That one question changes everything. Let me tell you a quick story. I knew a guy who was making decent money as a contractor, but every month he'd find some excuse to quit his job. My boss doesn't appreciate me. The work is too stressful. I deserve better. And so he'd quit and go back to doing odd jobs. Kept getting sucked into the victim vortex of why me. Then he read an article online. It said, stop complaining, be grateful. And he thought, screw that guy. Was he supposed to be grateful when he's been treated unfairly? But he tried it for a week. He started saying, what can I control right now? He started showing up for odd jobs, hustling until he had enough money to start his own business. 4 years later, he runs a multi-million-dollar company and employs dozens of people. All because he stopped being a victim of his circumstances and started being a victor of his mind. Here's the deal. If you want more money, you gotta stop looking at yourself as a poor, helpless victim. Because here's the crazy part. The victim mindset is a slow poison. It kills your potential bit by bit until you don't even realize you're broke. You think being poor is your fate. But here's the brutal truth. Being a victim is a choice. And here's the even more brutal truth. Choosing to be a victor is what separates the rich from the poor. When you say, why me? You're feeding the victim inside you. When you ask, what can I control right now? You're feeding the victor. And here's the kicker. Both the victim and the victor live in the same world. The only difference is how they choose to respond to it. To save this, if you're sick of playing small, tired of being a victim of your circumstances, it's time to flip the switch. It's time to become a money victor. Because let me tell you something. The world needs your gifts. It needs your talents. It needs your ideas. Don't keep them locked up in a box because you're afraid to take the risk. Do it anyway. Go for it. Let your brilliance shine. Let your light shine. Let the world see how amazing you are. The only person holding you back is you. And hey, I know it's scary. Taking that leap of faith is terrifying, but guess what? That fear is just a sign that you're about to do something great. So what are you waiting for? Take the first step. Make the first move. Trust me, the universe will conspire to help you. Okay, I'm curious. What's the biggest money block that you're dealing with right now? Drop it in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos that will blow your mind. Thanks for watching.